This is my first YouTube video. My name is Keenan, and I tore my patellar tendon in my left knee. Okay.
Give me some.
I just wanted to start making videos to give my story about it, document the journey about recovering from it, because I believe I'm going to recover from it. I am going to recover from it. Just to document the journey. Throughout this journey, I'll be documenting week to week what's going on, giving updates, just showing how I feel, what I'm doing to recover, things that I'm learning throughout the process. Yeah, it's gonna be a learning experience for me. Hopefully, this could be something somebody else can watch, and even if you're not even going through the same pain I'm going through, or I'll be going through with this with my knee, hopefully it's something that can inspire somebody, reach somebody, and just see how I lean on the Lord through this process. And so that's another thing. During this, I'll be just showing how the Lord is working through my life during this time. I'll even be showing scripture that's helping me through this time and what I'm leaning on the Lord, leaning on the word through this time to, help me through. Because I know it's not going to be easy, but I got to go through it. I think it's for a reason. And I just got to be strong through this season. So I'm just going to give this backstory on how I even tore my patellar tendon.
Still got it.
So I'm a coach of a basketball team now. And so I felt called to go back home and coach and, try to pour into some young men in the county. And so I'm from Anson County, Wadesboro, North Carolina. So we had practice, July 8th, had practice. I had a skill workout. And during this workout, it wasn't too many people at workouts that day. And during the practice, I didn't come prepared to play that day, not really. But I did have like some workout clothes with me or whatnot. Or, during the practice, there wasn't that many people. So this day, we decided to run and play with the boys. This day, we started playing with the boys, and it was 3 of us coaches. Shout out to Matt, shout out to Quan. It was 3 of us on the same team and 2 middle schoolers versus JV and varsity players on one team. So it was like a legit total of 10 of us in the gym that day. So it was just perfect 5-on-5. We started to play that day, and so one of the younger guys that I joke with a lot, he decided to guard me. And so I don't take playing basketball real serious no more. I think the older I got, me getting out of playing, I just don't play. I have a lot of fun when I play now. So on the first plays of the game, this player hit a 3 in my face. I laughed about it, but then we kept playing throughout the day. And so even throughout playing, one time I drove baseline. I laid it up, but I realized how high I got. And so how high I got, when I was jumping. So I was like, oh, I'm getting up pretty good and everybody else realizing how high I jumped when I did it. So I'm feeling good, right? Keep playing. And my cousin, Quan, one of the other coaches, we come down on a fast break. He throws me a lob. I'm not expecting it. I never been thrown a lob before, but it made me feel good that he felt like he could throw me a lob, right? So he throws me a lob. I get up pretty good, but I just like try to lay it up, and I actually missed it. Because I was just so thrown off, and so I was like, I want to spin the lob. So we keep playing. Then I finally come down the middle. I cut through the middle. I get the ball. I just dunk it with 2 hands. This is my first. It's my first kind of like in-game dunk. I never dunked in no type of game, no type of nothing, pick up, no nothing. So I'm feeling good. Even though we out there with the players, I'm feeling good. I feel like my legs is, and just feeling good. Um, so we got like a few minutes left in playing. We had 40 minutes on the clock to start, and we got a few minutes left. It's near the end, and so I get a fast break. And actually, I'm actually like, I'm actually like itching. I'm wanting a fast break so bad this day because I just didn't realize how high I was getting, and I'm like, I just felt like I just wanted to keep dunking so bad. I just got so excited. So the other coach, Matt, shout out to Matt, man. Matt get the rebound. He see me on the outlet. I'm out. And so I get the ball, kind of excited. I'm like, oh, y'all finna punch this. And so the guy that hit the three in my face when we very first started playing hit the three in my face. I'm coming kind of in the left or in the middle. He's coming from the right side. Because it's him, I'm like, oh yes, I'm finna punch this. And he's yelling like, oh yeah, oh yeah. And so I know he not really gonna jump with me for real. I'm not expecting him to. And so I'm like, I'm just gonna punch it. I get, I'm going on the fast break. He coming, and I think he stopped like I thought he was. And as I'm going up, I didn't even go up. My leg just went back on me. So I go up. I don't think I was jumping off one. I think I tried to go like 1-2, then jump. But as I'm going up, my left leg just went back, and I just fell back. And then in that moment, it feels like something like popped or like just dislocated or something. And so as I'm rolling on the floor, I'm just like, so right after that, I'm just on the floor, but I'm kind of like rocking side to side because it's the pain. Just you kind of in shock, and it hurts, but it's just like what just happened to like my mind. Your mind just go everywhere. So after that, the guys give me ice. They put me in a chair. And I knew it felt bad enough that I'm like, I got to go to the emergency room. I got to go to the ER. It's not nothing. Normally, I hate trying to go to the hospital. I hate trying to get any bills or anything. And then, so I'm 26. I just got my own insurance. I'm not even trying to think about doing none of that right now, right? So, but I knew it felt bad enough and it looked bad enough that I knew I needed to go, right? Matt takes me to the ER. Shout out to Matt. Matt stayed with me the whole time that day. Shout out to you. We go to the ER and they do an x-ray. After the x-rays, they come back to me and say, oh, like you might have just sprained a ligament in your knee. We didn't really see nothing like you broke anything. We're going to refer you to Ortho Carolina, orthopedic, and we want, so they can look at it and so you can do what you need to do next steps. I'm like, okay, so in the time I'm really hoping and feeling like that I did just sprain a ligament or just tear a ligament or something, just nothing too crazy. So we leave the hospital, they give me crutches. I never walked on crutches before, barely walking on crutches good. And luckily it hurt bad enough, but luckily I still even like drove myself home, all that. They gave me a brace, like something to keep my leg straight. Gave me a brace when I left the hospital with straps. And so I got home and I kind of just like really just rested, laid down for the most part. Set the appointment up for Ortho Carolina for like the next day or the day. I think it was the day after that. I think it was 2 days after the initial injury. So set that appointment up. I get there. They kind of just do the same thing they did at the ER. They looked at my leg. They kind of wanted x-rays. And in these x-rays, though, I had to stand up. They asked me to bend my knee, and it's hurting. I mean, it's hurting. It feel like something just pulling, stretching, like where my tendon is. It's like it's just stretching, like it's, pulling. And so it was painful as I'm getting my x-ray. And after that, we go back to the doctor. They sent me back with my doctor. And so in his office, he's looking at my leg and was like, yeah, it's swollen pretty bad. So I'm going to put a picture of what my knee looked like. Disclaimer, I'm going to put a picture of what my knee looked like while it was swollen, like right after, so y'all can kind of see what it looked like. So he starts to like touch on my knee, not hard, but he begins to like, tap on my knee, touch it. just to see which parts of my knee is like really bothering me, hurting. So I, when he touched towards my quad, he touched up like above my knee. It didn't really hurt. But when he touched like the side or towards where my tendon is, um, that's when I felt the pain. And so he was saying the same thing. By him looking at my X-ray, he didn't see anything broken, anything like that. So he asked me, did my leg was just straight. So when he started tapping towards the lower part of my knee, he said he could tell that's where it hurts. He asked me, could I bend it? Was I trying to bend it? I said no. I said I tried to bend it a little bit, but the pain is just too much. Then he asked me. Then after that, he asked me, could I extend my leg out? He said, could I even try to extend my leg or just pick my leg up? I said, I don't know. I said, I don't know if it's just because it's a mental thing or I just can't do it. I was like, right now, I really can't tell. I don't know if I'm just scared to or I just can't. And so he asked me to try. And I sat there with my eyes closed. I tried to focus and really try to do it. And it's like nothing would move. Like I said, nah, I just can't do it. So he looked at me, he said, ooh. He said, okay, so this is what we need to do. We need you to go get an MRI done. He said, get an MRI done. And he said, we need to really see what's wrong. He said, it may be your patellar tendon in your knee. He said, if that is it, he said, if it's torn, he said, we need to that's something that needs, it's going to take surgery. It's going to take, we need to fix that. He said, because if we don't get this fixed, he said, you won't be able to raise your leg anymore or extend your leg anymore. And he was saying, I don't, it's not something I would want, which, it's true. I tried to get the MRI set up as soon as possible. Contacted my insurance, seeing what's the cheapest way possible. Not realizing, so this is my first time going through all this. The first real injury. Never really got injured before. Not nothing serious. I'm realizing how much this stuff costs. It stuff costs way too much. It costs too much, man. So look, me and my pops and my mama and sister, family. Shout out to them. Love them to death. Appreciate all of them. We looking up, different places. Looking at my insurance, talking to my insurance, what's the best places to go where I don't have to pay so much out of pocket. And so really the cheapest place we found, it was outside of my insurance. And it was in Greenville, South Carolina. I stay outside of Charlotte. So this was a 2-hour drive. Shout out to Big Sis for taking me there. She didn't have to. She volunteered to do it. Thankful for you. We called, I think they pronounce it Imago, MRI. I think they call it that. You could book the appointment same day. Don't need no referrals. Don't got to wait for no referrals. Because at first, when I tried to do it through my insurance versus who Ortho Carolina had, they almost tried to tell me, well, it ain't no almost. They tried to tell me that it might take a week or two for the referral and for the referral to go through and get approved by my insurance. I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that. We found another route. So it's good. My dad always taught me, do your research. No matter what you're doing, do your research. Find out stuff on your own. Don't always put your trust in whoever, your doctors, whoever it is. Always make sure you know stuff for yourself as well if you can. Too much information out here now to not do that, right? We go there, saying, book the appointment, and they gave same-day results. So we got the same-day results with this too on a CD. They put it on a CD, and they sent it to me in email. And the radiologist or doctors that works there, they called me like right when I left and told me what they saw and told me what it was. The doctor ended up calling me and said, yes, we looked at your MRI, your patellar tendon is completely torn. I figured that anyway. For me just doing my own research, I kind of figured that's what it was. And he said, this is going to need surgery. I figured that as well. So, it's going to be, he told me it can be kind of tough recovery, but, possible. So as a believer, you know, God don't give me a spirit of fear. So we in it. It's okay. It's okay with me. I don't, we just gonna make it through. Gonna make it take what it takes. Whatever gotta happen, it's gonna happen. I'm gonna just know I'm gonna get back to wherever I need to be. Then I go. I have another appointment set up, and the doctor looked at my MRI, and he basically told me, about the surgery and how it's gonna look, what's gonna have to happen. And so yeah. So now after all of that, after everything I went through over this past like 2 weeks, long 2 weeks, I finally have my surgery on Tuesday, July 29th. Have my surgery. If you seeing this before July 29th, which I don't know. If you are, I'm not even gonna do that. You gonna see it before July 29th. I'm gonna make sure that happens. Cause it's what's the day? The 25th right now. Just pray for me. Just pray for me before I go and have the surgery. I know I got a lot of praying people behind me. I'm praying myself, and I'm gonna continue to pray for healing, and and God's sovereignty to do whatever He's gonna do in His time. But yeah, just pray for me. And so yeah. So basically, if you don't know what a patellar tendon tear is, or if you are going through this, I'm gonna just basically kind of read what this paper says that they gave me, so I don't even like make up nothing crazy. Oh yeah, also another thing they told me was because okay, let me read this first. Let me read what a patellar tendon is. The patellar tendon attaches the bottom of the kneecap to the top of the shin bone. It's a structure that connects one bone to another, right? Also, it's a complete tear, and it says when the patellar tendon is completely torn, the tendon is separated from the kneecap. Without this attachment, you cannot straighten your knee. I feel like that's all I can. I only keep my legs straight. The patellar tendon often tears at the place where it attaches to the kneecap, and a piece of bone can break off. I don't know. We ain't claiming all that. I don't know about all that, but but this normally does happen from jumping, falling, stuff like that. So sometimes they call it jumper's knee. We have tendonitis or tendon issues, and so they say they see this common in a lot of athletes, especially with sports like soccer and basketball, things like that. One thing the doctor also did tell me was that my kneecap was out of place at the time, and so that's another thing that got to happen through surgery. That got to be fixed as well. Yeah, even on this paper, they got some stuff on here that I'm not gonna claim about. I guess stuff that kind of warned me, but I'm not claiming this part of it. Nah. Re-tears can sometimes occur. Nah. The repaired tendon can detach from the kneecap. Nah, shawty. In addition, it said the position. In addition, the position of your kneecap may be different after the procedure. And I'm cool with that. Just don't, if you see it, my kneecap look different. Don't pick on me on it. I don't wear shorts like that too much. No way, cause my legs so. If you see me in person, most of the time, my legs so light. Yeah, they talking about other stuff on here. But I'm just praying. I believe, have faith enough to know that it's gonna work out. Yeah, literally, like right now, I'm sitting down. My leg is straight in this brace. Just using my crutches a lot. Well, one, I'm not good with two. I'm gonna have to get used to two. Keep my legs straight a lot when I, sit down on the couches or anything. Even riding, I'm loving riding in my sister's car. She has an SUV, and I just sit in the back seat with one leg just all the way across. I'm gonna show it on here to show what it look like, but it's just comfortable for me. I actually feel good, and so yeah, I've been doing that. Just a lot of time on my hands. I'm just glad and thankful that I get to I feel like it was put on me, and I get to like record this process, and show you guys just what God is doing in my life and how I'm gonna get through this. How if you going through it, how you gonna get through it, right? And so what I'm learning, and so yeah, just excited. It sounds crazy to me to say it. Just excited to see what's gonna happen. I'm gonna learn a lot from this in multiple ways, and a verse that is on my heart, I'm gonna leave here with. I'm gonna try to leave with a verse every time I get on here. A verse that's been on my heart, or one chapter in general is Proverbs 16, but a verse that's been on my heart is this, because the day that I hurt this knee is the same day I was gonna start recording videos for YouTube as well, for something totally different. I was gonna start recording, and I was gonna record some stuff about me getting back in shape, me doing this and that, for me coaching and being around other young men. I just wanted to do something to encourage young men in my walk, how I am, and be a light in various ways. And I also know that this body is a temple, and I have to take care of this and show that as well to the best that I can. And let even these young men know that I'm around, that's important as well, or even other young men online. And I was gonna start that. I had a video I was recording on July 4th, the night of July 4th, right? Then this happened 4 days later. But I think it could be a blessing. I think it is a blessing, and so because it's pushing me to do this right now. But this verse is this: Proverbs 16 verse 9. I'm reading from the NLT. We can make our plans, but the Lord determines our steps. We can make our plans, but the Lord determines our steps. So I made some plans. But even with that step I took on that court that hurt my knee, the Lord still determined it in some fashion, some way. In his sovereignty and his love, he's doing it for a reason. He determined it in some way to happen. And I'm trusting him right now. So if you're watching this, just like I said, pray for me, like, subscribe, share it to anybody you know. I really didn't even want this to be shared at first. I just want to do something to see what God do with it and put it out there. I might not share it, I don't know. But if you see it, share it. And then just get ready for the next one. I'm gonna keep dropping videos. Try to week by week. So yeah, until the next one.